about our Father's business. Grind mode, filled with His Holy Spirit. That's a cheat code. Holiness the standard. We never fold. We about to make a scene episode. About our Father's business.
Yo, we are back. Episode 34, season 3. That's right, season 3 of the Not the Same Podcast, hosted by this one word, C-Micah, that one word over there, Mr. Rob Redeem. He is back. If you didn't see the show on Tuesday or Wednesday, this brother is fresh off the boat with no fish or nothing like that. He just fresh off the boat, relaxed, ready to go. A man ain't had to kill a shark or nothing, man. He just relaxed and rejuvenated back in America. You know what I'm saying? He was in parts unknown. You trying to find out where he went is none of your business. Just know that boy was on a boat and he free now. We don't know what. Boy said I be gone for a weekend. That one word was gone for 7 days.
The backstory.
I'm kidding. But anyway, man, welcome back to Not the Same Podcast, episode 34, season 3 of the Not the Same Podcast. Hosted by this one word, C-Micah, that one word over there, Rob Redeem. We're glad and gracious and very, very happy to be here for another Not the Same Podcast, man. Do us a solid, do us a favor, and do what you see on the screen right about now. Number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, listen. Sneaker peekers, Rob gonna give you some props in a minute and all that, man. Hit the subscribe button. You and sneak and peek for a whole year. You might as well subscribe. You acting like a subscriber but don't want to commit. Listen, man, you may not want to commit at home, but you commit to the Not the Same Podcast. I ain't telling nobody business, and this could be a brother or a woman. You may not want to commit at home, but commit to the Not the Same Podcast. Hit that subscribe button, because these brothers on your screen got some goals we trying to get to. And we about 100 subscribers away from one of our first goals. And we got many more goals to go. So we need y'all to do that. And we going to mess around. And you're going to say, we said last night we going to do the like and subscribe more often, but I promise you today we're going to do it a lot more often. If it get on your nerves, you know how to stop it. Like and subscribe, one word. Go ahead, brother. What's up, Miss Dingle?
Shout out to our rebroadcast, Miss Dingle. D, what's going on? Just James, Roland, what's popping? Everybody else, my sneaker peekers, what's going on? That's all I'm giving the sneaker peekers tonight, bro. That's it.
No applause or nothing.
Nah, not today, brother.
No applause.
Shout out to my rebroadcasters, my MTMB Sports famo. They slid through and represented last night.
Yes,
shout
they
out to
did.
Pretty Girl Love Sports.
Yes,
Sports
sir.
Talk with C. They slid through during the sports show last night. We appreciate y'all for supporting and being in the comments. Live Show TV, Takeover Radio, Praise 365, Scooter doing big things in the city of St. Louis.
Salute to Scooter.
Parable Radio, we thank you. Y'all always support. When us one words disappear, Parable will be reaching out, brother. RYC Praise News, our homeboy Orlando Page. His Hop, Who's Hop? His Hop out on the West Coast, radio and podcast network. Shout out to my man, Mr. His Hop himself, Sam Stewart, 520 Collective, and the Kingdom Now Network. What's up, little bro?
K.A.
Kingdom. You know what it is? Kingdom.
I'm saying? The supervillain that got fired by Marvel. The Kingdom.
The Kingdom.
Kane got gone. All right, man. Let's see what's good.
What's good?
Robert Dean, my brother from another mother, like my homie Larry Rogers on the west side. Some say it's the best side, but we dwell in the Midwest. But be careful on the west side of St. Louis. You better tuck in your chain, man. My brother, what is good?
No, I'm happy to be back, man. What's good with me is I'm proud of this brother, you know, on the left side of the screen, right side, I have it flipped in your corner. I don't know how you look at it. I know what I'm looking at. But I'm proud of this brother, man. He went live last week for the sports show and for the Hot Topic of Music show, and he did his thing. I watched the shows. Once I was able to get some service, you know what I'm saying? When you out there, when you just out there in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico or whatnot, it's not easy to get service unless you're trying to pay buku bucks. So I had to wait till I kind of poured it. But I did get a chance to pay
the cartel for internet.
Brother.
We'll take our leg.
And they tax. But no, proud of you, bro. You did your thing. It shows your growth, the growth of the show. I think that was the first time we ever did anything where it wasn't both of us on the screen. Now you've done something before without me where Sis stepped in and she popped on and y'all did a show or two. But no, that was big moves to me, man. And super proud of you, bro. That's what's good with me. The show kept going and I'm back. You know what I mean? I thank God for it. I made it back safely and
yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up with you, bro? What's good?
Glad to have my brother back, man. You know, the show was incomplete without him, but we still had to do what we had to do. You know what I'm saying? Brother had to do the show on one leg, but hey, we both back. And I'm just going to stop with the legs. But yeah, man, we both back, man. I'm glad that we both back, man. What's good with me is this, man. The NBA is back tonight, finally. Goodness, we had the longest ever intermission of NBA basketball games. Yeah, bro, put your elbow down.
Put them back down no more.
We're going to lose subscribers. We just starting to get some. I want to support these ashy one words. Anyway, man.
I missed the elbows. I'm out bad, bro.
I'm very glad for the NBA being back tonight, man. You know, to be able to see the Thunder take on the Indiana Pacers, it may be a sweep, but for tonight, all hope springs eternal. So it'll be worth watching, at least for the night, maybe for a couple of more nights, man. So yeah, I'm very, very glad for that, man. What's up, Ronald Jackson? Good to see you,
Ronald
sir.
Jackson, what's going on?
Miss D says, yeah, she too. She's very, very happy. Sports is back on, man. So WNBA, I wanted to watch some WNBA. I can't find it. You know what I'm saying?
It's on Ion, bro.
I know, and Ion don't always pop up on my list of choices. So anyway, I got Ion. Side note, shout out to Ion, because when you do see it, their production value is very good for basically a cable access level channel. They got some real
channel.
Nice, PBS level, you know, because basically whenever WNBA is not on there, it's either CSI or Law and Order SVU marathons.
Yeah, one of them joints. Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
So big salute to them, man. SWAT, you know, something with Shamar Moore in it. You know
hey, that one word on that light skin one word on one of the channels on Iron. It might as well be his channel.
Well, that boy be working. All right, man, without further ado, man, we're going to hold up and wait and go on to get into the hot topic of the night, man. I think this will be a good one. Let's go.
Hot topic.
All right, brother. Let me
I got to stop with these elbows, bro. I'm about to pull one of my mama moves.
All right, this is for everybody within me and Rob's age bracket, probably down to about 35. You can relate to this question. Were our parents crazy for allowing us so much freedom when we were kids? Now, let me give you an example. This may not go for the young ladies, but most men, I think me and Rob have never talked about this. But when I was from 11 on, my job was, when I was out of school, to get out the house about 8 in the morning when my parents went to work and don't come home till right before it get dark. And that's it. I ain't have no cell phone. They had no idea where I was. And brother, I would be 8, 9, 10 miles away on my bike and finding stuff to do.
Yep.
Now, you know, sometimes it was a lot of hooping. Sometimes, you know, God redeemed me. It was some stealing. I was getting into all kind of stuff and just came home and ate dinner like ain't nothing ever happened. You know what I'm saying? It could be times came home with hickeys on my neck. They don't know what I did. All they know, my boy made it home. And I had to be home before that street light came on. That was the rules growing up. Yeah. I got kicked out the house. I don't even think I had a key, bro. Like, we going to work. Take your butt on. Go do something. That was it. Now, I don't know how much that happened for women, but I know for the young brothers, that was our life. Whether you had a bike or not, you was gone all day long, the whole summer. You know what I'm saying? Or whenever we had breaks, spring break, whenever your parents had to work and you was home by yourself, get out the house. Or even if they was off that day, get out the house. I don't want to see you stop slamming that door. That's what we heard. Go ahead, brother.
With you, bro. 10 miles on a bike, on foot, on bus. It didn't matter, bro. We was
it
just
did not
gone.
matter.
We was gone. And yes, we did get into all types of stuff. I don't know if my mama watched it. I don't want to make it seem like my mama didn't care, but my mama let me do whatever.
I mean,
like, but listen, except for disrespect. Except for disrespect.
I couldn't call nobody out no name. With no cussing, with no talking back.
I couldn't
None
say what. Hey, if I said what, bro, I'll wake up next week.
Right. You wake up saying what? What I say?
And then get smacked again for saying what again? Then it's like, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. But it is a different time back then.
Yeah, like
and
Ms.
the crazy
said.
part is we say it's a different time, but if you look at it, man, like when we were growing up, dog, in the 80s, kidnappings were at an all-time high, bro. Like, every time you looked up, bag of milk cartons. Like, I know y'all remember, and I know we dating ourselves, but look, this is a mature show. But back of milk cartons, you saw kids every day. Parents did not care. Like, mama, can I go outside? Bye. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, all I'm saying is it was a different time. We had a good time. It's a bunch of stuff that could have went wrong. And my mama gave me a lot of freedom, especially at the age of 16 when I got that driver's license. I was all over the DMV, which is DC, Maryland, Virginia. And a couple of times I even drove up to Baltimore because I was getting into all types of situations.
You know what I'm saying? Situations. Yeah, man. Hey, I guess like everyone is saying, times were different. Like back in the day, we had candy ladies that was in the neighborhood, or a candy man, whatever. Candy lady, candy man, whoever.
Went straight to the crib.
You go to somebody's house, knock on the door, and buy candy. Like, that would never happen now. Never. Nah. Heck nah, dog. Times are so different, bro. And
you right, D. You right, D.
It was never us on the back of the milk car. I want them little baby kids.
Hey, nobody. Hey, I don't think in the history of the 80s a black kid got kidnapped.
Heck nah. We want the bad bleep kids.
Unless it was a sports athlete son or daughter. I hate to say that. But yeah. The bump pop man. No, like the candy lady was the stuff. Hey, look, this is just a throwback have fun. It was different. And the candy lady was a beast because mama give you that $1, you coming back with all type. You might even get all kind
of stuff.
Bro, all types of stuff with a soda.
Yeah. The can joint too, because you wouldn't get no bottle. Can joint.
It was a vest. It was a vest soda.
You getting a vest? Well, I was just getting a regular old whatever. Coke.
Whistle.
Nah, we had Coke or the what was the Sam? Not the Sam's joint. We had Kroger's down there, so we had the Kroger versions, whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
They go to the grocery store, buy all that stuff, and then that was it. All right, man, let's go to the.
Now that's a good one for Hagen.
We gonna get to Hagen.
What Hagen says is one reason why I have my freedom too.
All right, so I'm gonna go back to Miss Dingle. Start all the way over. She said, "No, the world was different. We used to be all over the place." And then D said, "You letting the flies in, the flies stay outside." Man, I heard that a gazillion times. Boy, shut that door. And we all had screen doors back then. Then Miss Dingle said, "Yep, I used to walk to other cities, but was back on the porch by the time the street lights came on. We were outside." Facts, sis.
Hey,
Facts.
All the way outside.
If you watching the show, this is what D said. We ain't gonna say it. Watch the YouTube, you'll know what she said. And it wasn't a cuss word. That bump pop, man. Hey, that bump pop was fire, sis. Fire.
Hey, Good Humor was in DC, bro. Good Humor truck was a fire.
All right, Hagen said a lot of times we got that freedom because our parents didn't have a choice. Mama was at work. Pops worked 2 jobs. Mama gave us a house key in 3rd grade because she was at work when we got home. That is a very, very good point.
Hey, to that point, hold on. What'd she say? Tahiti treat?
Wife would say Tahitian treat. Boy, now, I don't know if you had that in D.C.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that.
Boy, that put vest in any other fruit punch. That is the fruit punch of all fruit punches. If you in the South, you know about Tahitian treat.
Hold on, is that the one with the Jamaican head on it or whatever?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what that is. That's fine.
See that?
Yeah.
See that?
That's the kind of stick to your ribs. You know what I'm saying? You use the bathroom, you still see the color.
That job be biting. You be like, ooh. Your tongue be red for 2 days. Go ahead, bro.
2 days. But what Hagen's is saying is real true because my mom worked. She went to school. And a lot of times I was like, bro, let me tell you something. I used to get a whooping at school because I get in trouble, try to hurry up and go home and go to sleep before she get home and get a whooping out of my sleep. Sorry, mama, but it's just the way it was. But guess what? Respect it to the fullest. You dig what 100%. I mean? And the stuff, we had the freedom, but at the same time, we all knew that belt will go across our back too if we got too out of control. You dig what I mean? And it was a respect factor. You can say it was reckless because I've been catching the bus, and this is no exaggeration, since I was 5 years old. My dad drove like bi-state in Dallas. My mom got up early to go to work. He was a bus driver, and the school I was going to required me to catch the bus. Yes, at 5 years old. And it sound crazy. The kids in the city know what I'm talking about. County kids would be like, what? Right. Nah, I really had to do that. So it was a different time back then. But it shaped us into who we are. You know what I mean? For
Of
the
course.
work ethic. Not scared to put in work, not scared to walk somewhere, not scared to catch a bus. Like the kids nowadays, if they had to catch a bus, bro,
They wouldn't know what
I
to
think,
do.
hey, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna pick up that phone.
Try to get an Uber.
Can you cash out me so I can go to Uber? Yeah.
Yep.
Or
Can
Lyft.
you give me an Uber?
Yeah.
Yeah, a Lyft or whatever. And you know what's crazy about that is, bro, our parents, it was fine for the time. Like the hood ain't what it used to be. And let me say that. Like all of us grew up in, you know, I've lived in the hood, and I lived in like the middle class hood. So black middle class. You know what I'm saying? So I've been in the hood where, you know, everybody robbing. The next place I stayed where black middle class. So when I stayed in the black middle class, so you can do what you want to do, but back in those days, other parents could whoop your butt too. See, things was different. You know what I'm saying? If they was cool with your parents and your parents be like, nah, he tripping, go whoop his butt. So you got to whoop him by them folks. They told your parents, then you got home and got another whooping. Now, I know that make us sound extra old and ancient. Times were just different, bro. Like,
hey, bro, nobody was born in the 1900s, cuz.
I don't care.
That's just bottom line when you start looking at it.
Yeah, but do we look like it, though? So
nah, not at all.
I ain't studying none of y'all that's hating born in 1900. But nah, man.
I almost said it.
Right. But nah, man, this is the awesome thing about it, bro. Like Miss Dingle said, we had community. We had community, man.
That was big time.
And it was very, very different. Like everybody we was in together, man. I remember back in the day, and my wife still try to do this. I'd be like, baby, it ain't like this no more. But back in the day, you go next door and borrow some sugar, borrow some butter. You don't never. When the last time somebody did that?
Borrow an extension cord because your lights got cut out.
All that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody power get off. Hey, y'all can stay over here till they come over there. Yeah. Like it was totally different, man. But nowadays, go knock on your door, some of your neighbor door, talking about let me get some sugar. I almost said it. One more, you better take your butt to the stove. Boom, shut the door. Things different, man.
It's way different nowadays.
What's up, Toy? I'm gonna go back and get to the comments, man.
What up, Toy? See
came in. All right, D said the neighbor was allowed to whip us if we got out of hand. 100%. Let's see.
For sure.
Hagens, I agree with Hagens. For me, I had both folks, so I was sheltered more. A good friend of mine had it different. He had that key and etc. I had both parents too, and still had a key, and still had to get out the house. I had both both parents though. They both worked. That was the thing, you know. So they both on work day shift, whatever you call it, 7 to 3, something like that. All right. She said we had neighbors that cared. That's what Miss Dingle said. We ain't killed nobody at school. No one had a gun.
Now, see, like that's where it starts shifting. Because I know when I was on the East Coast in D.C., like when I was in school, that was starting to be real prevalent with the neighborhoods and the guns and all of that. So I did have to go through it because we had metal detectors at the school, and you had to go through the metal detectors. So my experience in school was a little different, but it still was different. You dig what I'm saying? Like from my school, I can walk from right now. I probably wouldn't do it, but my school from where I live at was right from here to Home Depot, and you know where I live at. Yeah. And I walked to school if I missed the bus and didn't even complain about it. Right. You dig what I mean? Like we walked miles upon miles, bro. Like 100%. Getting steps in, man, bro. All of us that got steps in.
You know why? You know why, bro? How many of your friends was fat? I ain't have a lot of fat friends growing up. I ain't fat shaming nobody. Even the fat boys was walking too. All of us was walking. Yeah,
they was walking with us.
Fat boys, us, and everything. Like
it didn't matter, bro. We was all over that city.
The few fat boys I had that was rolling me when I was a kid, they all ended up playing football. They went from fat to muscular, basically.
To muscular husky.
Yeah. Ms. Dingle said we had big group fights and played with each other the next day. No one tried to off each other. That's true.
Now that's true.
That's very, very true. You fight, bloody, everything. Be cool.
Yeah.
Real
Matter of
quick.
fact, it's a whole circle, and everybody get in and walk. No phones to record nothing. It was just, bruh, you see such and such fight, such and such. Yeah. And then after that, you break up, disperse, and then the next day you cool. If they were still beefing, but you know, again, toward when I got older in school, it's like I guess you could say sophomore, junior, because I graduated in '97. So when I got to that point, oh yeah, one word is bringing guns to school, and you had to keep your head on the swivel at all times. So it was a little different. Yep.
Yeah, the guns came in my later junior and senior year. You know, we saw the guns.
Same here.
Not a lot of people was pulling them, man, but I done seen people look at this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I be looking like, man, you crazy.
Lift that shirt up real quick.
Like all right, keep talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like my bad, dog.
That's when popping the trunk really meant something.
Yeah. It really meant something, you know. So yeah, man. But it was different times, man. I don't think that our parents were crazy. I think it really goes back to what Hagen said. Dad was working 2 jobs, mom working a job. They had no choice.
That's
so
not all.
Kids had to grow up quicker. But I will say this, man. I think it made us know how to do stuff a lot quicker. It made us mature. It made us be able to talk to people a lot better, man. Because a lot of these young kids now, people skills ain't on 10 no more. You know what I'm saying? They know how to talk to their friends, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Think about like these prospects, these basketball guys, right, or football guys. They go to these specialty schools that's all dudes or all women. Once they get good, about junior high, right, they ship them off and take them to another school. Like, for example, Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, probably from area town you stay, somewhere near there, right? But he went to school over where I was staying at one point at Chaminade, private school, went around a bunch of wealthy people. And now he's pretty cool because he actually lived in the neighborhood. But a lot of those kids, they get taken out of their neighborhood because they got talents, and then they get moved away, and then next thing you know, they kind of forget where they come from, man. So I'm not sure if that's great, but I think it's good for kids, in my opinion. This is just a side note, man. If I had kids, I want to go to public school. You got to go at least 1-2 years, dog. You got to know how to live. You got to know how to deal with real people. Because private school, man, I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan. But maybe it's because I went to public. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm just not a huge fan. Even if somebody gave my kid a scholarship, man, okay, this ain't the real world. You have to deal with real people. You have to deal with getting Joan. You have Joan on. You got to deal with fighting sometimes. You have to learn how to defend yourself. This real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, time I got to fight, my mama wanted to put me in a karate, and my dad is like, where they at? You going to fight them again. You ain't win, fight them again. So, daddy from the hood, mama from the country. Guess who won? The hood. Go ahead, bro.
What you saying with the private and public school? Because I thought about it. Like when Devin was, I think we were talking about sending him about his sophomore year when my commas changed.
Yeah, no commas. Got a couple more commas in that paycheck.
But then when I saw the commas and saw high school was like college tuition, I say, nah, it'd be all right. Well, you better develop yourself.
That boy said he saw those commas and said, no.
It's because it's different from when you can get a scholarship compared to when they look at them digits and be like, nah, you paying full price.
Yeah.
But I think it's also gearing them up, like you said. I don't knock people who send them to private school because I understand that. Yes, it did, Ma. It made me
made you a better person.
Mama,
I agree with your mom. I agree with your mom.
No. It made me a better person, Ma. It sure did. That's definitely. Everything that I went through, it made me a better person because this is what I'll say. My life can get cut off the day I can survive. If anything happened tragic, I know how to survive behind it. My kids, they gonna be ready to go to a hotel. Me, I'm like, yo, get them one words to a hotel. I'm straight. I'll stay here till the lights come back on. That part don't bother me. And then being in different environments because when we were in Dallas, only black kid in an all-white school. You dig what I mean?
Right.
Then I go from Dallas to D.C., and then there's no white people around. It's just all me and my cousins. You dig what I mean? So being in those different demographics, it did shape and mold me. So mama, salute to you. You did your thing as a single mother. I love you, lady.
All right. Ms. Dingle said they did that at Eastside High, but I went to a less urban school, so we didn't have a lot of gun violence. That's what's up. Then your mom said made you a better person. And then she said, Ms. Dingle also said, I went to public schools, but I prefer to work private. I hated working in the public school. I can believe that as a teacher.
I can believe that part as a teacher.
That, sis. Yeah.
Because them these little YNs is
little
ruthless, bro.
Slapping teachers and stuff.
They beyond ruthless. You dig what I mean? So from a teacher's perspective, Ms. Dingle, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, he just saying just life's experiences as far as letting them see what the real world gonna be about. Because in some private school settings, they're not experiencing some of the culture that they need to experience sometimes. But for the ones who put their kids in it, I salute them because they're getting a higher level of education compared to some of these schools who you got fifth graders reading on the second grade level. You dig? So
yeah. Now, the crazy thing is, man, these students coming up here and slapping teachers and, swinging on some of these.
Back in the day, bro.
And look, now some of these teachers, all right, I'm losing my job. You finna get the sleeves beat off you. I seen some of these videos where these teachers whoop these little kids. You come up here and slap me. Like, I I would not know how to. You ain't slapping me. I mean, lack of better job, lack of better words. The Hades with this job. You ain't slapping me, dog. You know what I'm saying? This ain't that. And you lighten the waist. You know what I'm saying? You little light butt. You finna, man. Come on, dog. They watching too many TikTok videos. This ain't that, bro. And I ain't no gangster. But I'm grown though. You ain't finna come here and slap me. You know what I'm saying? Like, these kids out of pocket, man. And you been to did that and whoop their kids. Their parents come up there and try to fight you. Like, you wrong. You defending yourself. Like, man, like the kid, like the teacher just supposed to get whooped. Oh, we're protecting the kids, protecting Johnny. Man, Johnny gonna get his teeth knocked out. Better learn some. Better protect your chin. Like Miss Dingle said, "Yep, I lay hands, as you should." Let somebody lay some. Man, come on, bro. Like, that ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess he's right.
And like what Hager said, because the new teachers ain't that much older than these kids. Teachers be 24 years old now, and a whole lot of other stories. Teachers when we were growing up was 45. Teachers up here now 25 and looking like your classmates and dressing like your classmates. I don't know. You might need a. Anyway, you know what, man? We're gonna hold up and wait and get on to the music for tonight, man, because this is getting too hot in the kitchen. It's too much of a hot topic. We're gonna get to our first video tonight by Miss Jackie here, man, called Leave Me Alone. Here we go. Hold up and wait.
Hold up.
Hey, load it up, boss.
Yeah, I've been watching my wrongs. Devil trying to come at me, throwing that shade, leave me alone. Yeah, I ain't trying to slide back before I react, take to the throne. Yeah, come in that cap, you ain't really tap, what is you on? Please leave me alone. You don't want me to start preaching, please leave me alone. Before I start casting out these demons, please leave me alone. You don't want me to start preaching, please leave me alone. Before I start casting out these demons. Got it flooded.
I am freer than I ever been. You ain't never been. I am freer than I ever been. You ain't never been. I am freer than I ever been. You ain't never been. Today, hell, I've been irrelevant. Cerebellum spin, earth, fire, wind, this elements. Tell them heaven send a better wind up in this ghetto. It's letters sent from Ephesus. It's Exodus. I'm getting free. Like it's 1:06 at 6 p.m. Repent, I better be. You don't like me, why you telling me? I'ma turn it, Timmy Turner, here's the other cheek. And the other cheek, I ain't twerking, I'm just blessing enemies.
Please leave me alone. You don't want me to start preaching, please leave me alone. Before I start casting out these demons, please leave me alone. You don't want me to start preaching, please leave me alone. Before I start casting out these demons. Got it flooded.
Man, these frenemies be mini-me's, they copycats. Judas want the juice, but who the loser in the body bag? If it get Medusa, we ain't rockin'. Get Medusa, we ain't rockin'. You can stop it with that steak stuff. Tell them brood of vipers if they bite us, it won't say much. I turn the tightest when I need lunch. How you gon' be vegan when you beefing with the same bunch? Say in love with Jesus, we don't mean it, it's a metaphor. We settle for the reason he was bleeding. We some heathens, I'm a rebel with a conscience. Meddle with the devil, Betty, get you in some nonsense. I'm nauseous and sick of content that's common. More in common with some pontious, it's pompous. And wonder why we godless. It's obvious to me that it's fraudulent to bargain in the temple. This bargain instrumental is carving in the whips again. It's field day, I'm cotton picking, nappy headed, dreaded, brown skin. It's genetic in my circle, only zealous, don't do jealousy. That's like testing ketamine. Just a beggar telling debtors death is just a debtor's fee. Now rest in peace to Esther, she best at blessing me. Test the king, this chest ain't checking me. Guess who next, the queen, the bride of Jesus?
Please leave me alone. You don't want me to start preaching, please leave me alone. Before I start casting out these demons, please leave me alone. You don't want me to start preaching, please leave me alone. Before I start casting out these demons. Got it flooded.
All right, that was Leave Me Alone by Miss Jackie Hill, artist on Reach Records. My thoughts about the video. Video was extremely plain on purpose, obviously. I like the song because I'm used to Jackie rapping on different stuff, so that was like a stretch to me for her. But one thing, no joke, no diss to Jackie. You know what I'm saying? But it's always fun to me. Jackie always remind me of, like, you know, you remember that goofy comic or whatever TV thing called Darla? Like the little weird little girl named Darla. It's like Darla with some braids on the trap beat. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't move a lot. She kind of she's her own little thing. But she's very dope. She's very lyrical. And yeah, that's my thoughts about it. If you like it, go ahead, bro.
I feel like all of her videos is her personality.
Yep.
And that's what I like about it, because they don't make her do anything that's not her. They're playing video. Every video we've seen that we played on here, they're playing videos. It's one setting. It's not a lot of movement. Yeah. She can two steps. She can walk around. And I think that's pretty dope. I do like the song. It was there was some bars in there, a couple of bars, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And like you said, hearing her stretch herself compared to what she normally does. I'm liking it. At first I wasn't too sure about the whole reach connection, but you know, I'm liking it.
Yeah, I respect they allowed her to be her. You know what I'm saying?
No
It
doubt
didn't
about
make
it.
her into a Nike. You know, Nike is more of a poppy style artist, and that's not Jackie Hill. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's very polished. So that was a good song. Once again, that was called "Leave Me Alone" by Jackie Hill. Let's get to the music set.
Music segment.
Right.
Music segment. As an artist or creative, when was the last time you felt excited to create? If not recently, why? As an artist or creative, when was the last time you felt excited to create? If not recently, why? Mr. Davis.
I don't know, man. I think recently I haven't. The biggest thing I was excited to create was the Bible study from Tuesday. And I didn't really create that. The Lord placed it on my heart to birth it out. You dig what I mean? If that makes any sense. As far as it was a creation that he used me as a vessel, of course. I'm not trying to be deep, but as far as writing music go,
you
know, it's sometimes when you, like, even being away for so long, I think I was just so happy to unplug and get away from all the stress. Here lately, I haven't had anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's been a minute outside of the Bible study. I was super excited because I told you, and I'll reveal it on here, the Lord gave me that Bible study in what, 25, 30 minutes? Yeah. I told C I needed him to represent something for us as the podcast. Yeah. I think I texted him at 5:50. By 6:30, I was sending him the entire Bible study. And that's just the way the Holy Spirit came and just rushed it. And it was just bleeding off the paper. So I was excited for that. What about you, bro?
I have been itching lately to make beats, and then I found out my keyboard don't work. So that's how it's been, you know. So I had this new computer for 2.5 months, and the beat producing program that I use, I didn't install it for till 3 weeks ago, you know. And life happening was the reason why, you know, some of that stress at work, losing accounts, you know, it aggravates you, it takes you somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Does. Because it's losing finances to the degree, not me losing finances in my particular check, but overall, you lose enough accounts, your check gonna get affected. So that, and then, you know, just busy, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's really what it is, man. Just busy. You know, I don't have all day just to, like, when I have a day off, when you have a spouse or a family or both, when you have a day off, then you're looking at them. You know what I'm saying? And then when it gets time for you, it's like, okay, I got about this hour, and then next thing you know, your eyes closed. You know what I'm saying? And then you're on to the next day doing everything you got to do for work. Then you do everything you got to do for home, and then you get to you. And with whichever order, but whatever, the time for you don't end up being as long as it used to be. And I think that kind of gets in the way. Go ahead, bro.
And I think just position on elevation, man. Being busy, because when I was in uniform, I got my allotted breaks.
Right.
And when you get them allotted breaks, it's just like I'm on the phone just writing. You know what I mean? It's like I got 5 albums out of being at work, because work ain't changed. Right. That position changed, my guy. Yeah. I don't have time to, not even 2 bars. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I mean, and let's see, we got a whole album out at me being in this position, but as it got elevated and more, then it's like less and less time. And I know that people, you make time for what you want to do. It's like one word. It's a lot of stuff that I want to do that I don't get time to make. And when people say that, it's like, if you only knew what I want to do and what I have to do, like it's crazy.
You know who say that? I'm joking, but I'm just gonna say my opinion. You know who say that? Broke people. When you got a job and you got a career, you realize that your life is based around your career. Period. Now, number one, your life is based around God, and just like Adam was made and God gave him a job. So then you get your job, and then your whole life is based around that. And when you elevate in your job, then sometimes it's just hard to do it, man. I mean, if I did what I wanted to do all day, I would be totally ineffective. And I figured out a long time ago, I don't get to do what I want to do. Not much. You know what I'm saying? As a Christian, you don't get to do what you want to do. Your life ain't your own for real if you really submit it to God, just to be deeper custom, just to be it. All right, man, I'm going to go to the chat. Hagen says, it's been a struggle for me lately, probably because I don't be around other creatives as much as I need to be. On top of that, being busy, I feel that, see? I understand that, Hagen, 100%. Sure. Miss Dingle says, my last book, Hopeful Romantic, was exciting because it was a love story, but that was in December. It's been a while because life be life, and I know what she's trying to say. Life be life. I understand that. Hey, congrats on that book, sis, for real, because I know writing books ain't easy. Salute to you on that.
Not at all.
Ronald Jackson, he said, I don't create often, but more recently. One of the reasons because I wasn't trying to make money for it and be seen. I feel that. Ms. Dingle said, I have stuff in my mind to do, but I'll just be busy and tired. I feel that 100%.
Oh, 100%. Hey, go ahead, bro.
Hagen said,
I'm going to go to Hagen. I'll go to Dingle after Hagen's.
Okay. Hagen said, by the time I work 15 hours, I'm just trying to relax before I got to go do it again the next day. Then he said, I barely be having time to eat, let alone create. I feel that, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So to Miss Dingle point, if you've ever been around me, and I sit down and we talking, one word gonna doze off. I'm just gonna let you know when I
don't
sit
be offended
down,
by it. Don't be offended because it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. I'm letting you. If any of my workers who've ever been trying to talk to me. And now I come back up. I'm back.
My bad, dog. My bad.
My fault. I heard everything you said. But say it again for me. You know what I mean?
One more time.
But that happens in real life. I'll be in mid-sentence and gone. You dig what I mean? So with the creation part and making time for what you want to do, like you said, not just broke people, but some people who stable. Maybe hubby got the money. Maybe wifey got the money. Right. And they have time to do whatever they want to do. And then when you can't conform to that, then it's like, nah, no, that's not the case because I want to create more. I still love doing music. And every now and then I'll pop down and I'll send C something. He was like, dang, my bro went to the studio. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's because boom, it sparked. And then I hurry up and run down there because I know
that's it.
And then shoot, I ain't been. You dig what I mean? I'm sitting on 4 fully mixed tracks right now and I just haven't released them because I want it to be done the right way. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Ronald Jackson says, I agree with y'all as well, working in jobs or job searching. I feel it. Our brother Roland says, writing a fantasy C.S. Lewis book comic. Hard work sucks. Brother, I bet that is some work. C.S. Lewis was a great author and theologian, and he trying to make that a fantasy book as well as a comic book. Brother, you got some work on your hands. Salute to you, dog. Salute to you.
Yeah, especially if you got the artwork to be able to put that into play. Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, C.S. Lewis is one of the greatest writers ever, as well as theologians. If you don't know who it is, you've heard his sayings, you don't even know it. That dude said some powerful stuff. But man, as for me, man, I think I think about it more than I have the action to do it. And that's what I hate. And I just saw this thumb go up. And look, if you are watching us right now, because we said we're going to do it more 1,000,000 times, but if you're watching us right now, number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, hit the subscribe button. And lastly, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we are live, as we are right now, when you get these beautiful topics like we're doing right now. Sorry for that commercial moment, but we're supposed to do more, and we got so much into the show we forgot about it. But once again, man, I think for me, the hardest part is having the time. Like, for example, I'll wait till my wife go out of town. I'll be like, yeah, dog, I'm finna do a whole album. And I don't do nothing but work. I don't do nothing. I go to work. I come home. First 2 days, I go out to eat. The next 2 or 3 days, I'm cooking something because I get tired of going out to eat and I feel cheap. You know what I'm saying? And then I look up and she on the way back. It's just like that, man. And I have all these plans like, man, I got free time. You know, I ain't got to do this. I ain't got to do that. I can do whatever I want to do. And I come home and watch TV and go to sleep. That's what happened, bro. I watch sports and go to sleep, you know, or do the show and go to sleep. Eat, sleep.
I do.
Go ahead, bro.
You left one out.
Anyway. No, I didn't.
Anyways, for those who do have the time, and
salute
you
to
just
you if you got it.
If you got the time and you sitting on it, yo, don't stifle your creative juices.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the one thing, if you got it in your mind, I'll say this just to try to encourage anybody who needs to hear this. Okay. If you got something on your heart that God has given you and you've been writing it, well, people might think it's weird. Listen.
Yeah.
If you're writing it and people might think it's weird, guess what? There's a bunch of weird people just like you out there that want to hear your creation. When C started music, he started music because he liked it. Guess what? C ended up with fans. When I started music, I started music because I liked it and grew up around it. Guess what? Rob ended up with fans. You dig what I mean? Now, did we get millionaires? No, we didn't. But the point is, there was something that God gave us that we put out to the world, and folks enjoyed it. It blessed them. It brought them in. So if you do have something that you're sitting on, I know Ronald Jackson said he didn't do it because he didn't want to be about the money. If God is giving you a gift, brother, and he's telling you to do it, do so.
Just do it.
Because
don't worry
we
about
didn't
the money,
do the music for the money. We did it because we did it for the love of the Lord first and foremost, trying to win souls for the kingdom. And then when money came in and the blessings came in, we took it. We took them. We did what we needed to do with them, and then we kept it pushing. But do what you need to do, man. If you're sitting on a book, if you're sitting on a song, if you're sitting on a screenplay, if you're sitting on whatever it is that you do, you can cook well. Like, don't sit on them gifts. Share it with the world, because even if it's just one person, somebody's going to enjoy what it is that's been placed on your heart to do. Trust me. I mean, it's a bunch of crazy ideas. Whoever thought that people will watch another person play a video game? Going back to our first topic, back in the day when I was playing my Nintendo, I would get in trouble because I was playing it too much. Now you got people straight streaming video games, and it was weird back then. So you might just be the one, if you step out and do your gift and your creative ability or whatever it is that you're trying to do, you might be that next one. And you never know if you don't step out, man. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, man, that's great encouragement, bro. And, you know, as you were saying, man, step out. If you have time, and you know, I'm going to make time. Like, I started 3 beats last week, and I said I spent 1 hour. I said, all right, I'm not done, but I spent an hour, and I did something I wanted to do, because, you know, if you are a person who create things, you get like endorphin rushes from that. You know what I'm saying? You get real endorphin rushes from doing that, and you feel accomplished. You know, because I'm not trying. I ain't trying to. Well, I am gonna sell them. I ain't gonna curse my blessings. One day that beat page will come up, and somebody gonna spend some change, and I'm gonna say, here you go. But nah, man, I do it because I love it. I do it because it amazes me that something sounds like that can come out of me. You know, for me personally. Or when I hear a song, like me and Rob did the project, and I heard them songs, I'm like, dog. Like Rob be like, man, I would have never picked them beats. Or some beats I'll be like, man, I would never pick them beats. Then you hear it back, you be like, man, that turned out good. I mean, we did this song with Jay Carter. D used to always say she loved this song. And when it was finished, I was like, man, this joint is so hard. We ain't promote the mess out of it or nothing. But for us, we like, man, this joint fire. You know what I'm saying? And it was like all the reward we needed. But if you want to promote it, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? It's on it's on streaming services. Stream it. You know what I'm saying?
Remnant
I ain't even say the name, but you can go on and stream it though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. What'd you say?
No, I said Remnant Music was the name of the album.
Oh, okay, Remnant Music. All right, man, I think that's enough of this subject right here, man. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us on this particular subject. We're going to hold up and wait and get into the last video of the night by AJ McQueen, and I can't remember the name of it, but check it out.
Hold up. Hey.
It's called Ginger Roots by AJ McQueen. This is for the bars people.
When it comes to evolving, I'm an advocate. I learned how to have peace by not having it. Sometimes you gotta lose everything just to find everything. They tried to throw me off, I came back like a boomerang. Now they all admire how I outlast through the pain. Now they all drawn to my art, see this the way I paint. My whole life a canvas, built my own brand, they can't brand us. On high levels, they can't overstand us. Now these ain't bars, these stanzas. Sonnets and haikus, broke generational curses and cycles. Just got my mama out the hood and I ain't finished. I'ma liberate my lineage, gotta elevate the children. Boy, I'm out here building this brick by brick. The snowfall, I still stick to the script. When it's sticky, I trust God, but the 4-5 still stick to the hip. But I choose peace over violence, serenity over sirens. Say they own demon timing, well God timing make your clock out if you're wildin'. I wanna change, so I change my environment. Channel my greatness, they can't turn me off. My loft got an island, now I'm on the island in the loft, solo tripping. Spending time by the water, getting deep, solo dipping. I'm at peace now, told my youth to put their guns down and put their hands up. You help pull their minds up, then they'll pull their pants up. My flow guaranteed to make the elders stand up. This right here make my young niggas put his hands up. He's about to crash out, I made him switch his plans up. Told him don't crash out, cause God got a plan for him. God got a plan for him. God got a plan for him. I told him don't crash out, cause God got a plan for him. But who praying for him? The streets been praying on him since 21, so he turned to a savage. I was tired of living average, had to activate my genius. Started controlling my penis, will never sell my soul, I'd rather sell out arenas. Said she needs space, so I nicknamed her Venus. Told my big sis, don't let no lame get between us. He lucky I matured, his life in jeopardy. If I gave my bloods the word, I gotta let her be. Can't go and jeopardize my legacy. The promised land I'll never see. If I don't listen to God, I put my ear up to heaven like I'm listening, God. Trying to vent and chill, my spirit need conditioning, God. Trying to heal, but this world just so sickening, God. Yeah, this little light of mine, I heard flickering, God. I need a recharge before I catch a battery. Help me realize my demons need some mastery, yeah. Had to go and switch up my strategy, yeah. The other day deleted pictures out my gallery. Even the hidden ones, time to burst some new fruit and stop eating forbidden ones. When I feel depleted, I let God restore me. I can't crash out cause God got a plan for me. I can't crash out cause God got a plan for me. I can't crash out cause God got a plan for me. I can't crash out cause God got a plan for me. I can't crash out cause God got a plan for me. I can't crash out cause God got a plan for me. I can't crash out.
All right, that was Ginger Root by the artist named AJ McQueen. Thoughts on the video? I liked it being in the house. Looked like he had a studio in the living room. That's how a lot of people do it when when you ain't got a treated room, you just got a treated living room. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of bars, a lot of, I guess, real rap. You know what I'm saying? You heard the one word in there. I thought about not even playing it, but we grown. So anyway, you know, it seemed like I enjoyed it, but I didn't enjoy it. That's my honest thoughts. So it was about a minute too long. But other than that, I did enjoy it. I felt like brother was real. Kind of heard that New Orleans in him a little bit. And that's my thoughts. Go ahead, bro.
You know, I like the real rap. You know, when cats spitting, when cats spitting like that, especially at the end, you could tell he felt it. I believe what he was rapping. You dig what I mean? Like, that boy almost started shouting at the end. He might even shedded a tear for real in the studio, just the way he was going. So I felt the passion. I believed him. You dig what I mean? So, and I like if you reality rap, if you will, real reality rap. Not saying that you done pop 50 cats and did this and ain't never even seen a girlfriend. So anyway, you know what I'm talking about, studio cats. So no, I liked it. Would I add it to my playlist? I would add it to my smooth joint because I do have, you know, I got about 30-something odd playlists, bro. But I would add it to my my smooth CHH positive joint. You know what I mean? So I just didn't pick the phone up because I was trying to listen. That's why I had my head down. But I liked it, bro. You know, I'm with that hood rap, bro. I love it.
All right, that was AJ McQueen. I forgot the name of it. Ginger Root. Yeah, AJ McQueen, Ginger Root. Put on your playlist if you was feeling that. All right, man, one more thing before we get up out of here.
Yo, have you ever thought I really enjoy what these guys are doing with this podcast? How can I help support them? How can I be a blessing to them? This is only the third time.
Only the third time.
On the third time it rolls up. There it is. Hit the like, subscribe, and notification button. Make sure you be obedient to what you see on the screen right there. If you want to bless on the cash app, Not the Same Podcast, notthesamepodcast.com/support. That website will be updated so that you can see the last 3 episodes. But if you don't want to go to the website, you can stay right here on YouTube and see all them joints. You dig what I mean? This is season 3. That's actually what was good with me earlier. Season 3. And some of y'all have been rocking with us since season 1. We got a lot of episodes. This is just season 3 of this show. That's not the sports show or the Bible study. So God has been faithful. Y'all have been faithful and supportive, and we appreciate y'all being in the comments and being a part of this. Listen, man, that's enough support in itself, man. And the subscribers keep going up, and we appreciate y'all. We really do. We don't take it for granted.
All right, man. We'll be back next week with our sports show on Wednesday and our music and our Not the Same podcast on Thursday. Make sure you tune in. Have a good weekend, man. Be blessed. Don't be stressed, man, and let the joy of the Lord be your strength. With that being said, I am C-Micah.
I'm Robert Dean.
And we is out.
About our Father's business, crime mode. Filled with this Holy Spirit, that's a cheat code. Holiness the standard, we never fold. We about to make a scene episode about our Father's business.